Welcome to our Biology Quick Revision series. Today's topic is the differences between the right side and the left side of the heart, under the topic Transport System. The heart is divided into its right side and left side, and there is a wall of muscle separating it we call the septum. This divides the blood from the left side and the right side. There are four things that we need to remember when we study the right side. First, where is the blood coming? So it's coming from the body. Inside the heart, there are two chambers wherein this blood will go, the right atrium and the right ventricle. And where will this blood be sent? It will be sent to the lungs. So the body to the right atrium, to the right ventricle, then to the lungs. So the purpose of this is to oxygenate the blood. So it means on this side, it is deoxygenated blood that is received by the heart. There's a vessel in this right side we call the vena cava that is going to the heart. And then there's another vessel we call the pulmonary artery that sends the blood to the lungs from the heart. The next thing that we need to consider and understand is the flow of blood. It must be flowing in one direction. So we need to find out if there are valves in the right side. Yes, there are. One is the tricuspid valve and the semilunar valve. These valves ensure that the blood will be flowing in one direction. Now we will talk about the left side of the heart. From the right side, we said it goes to the lungs. Now the blood from the lungs, it will go to the left side of the heart. Then this we need to consider. The blood is coming from the lungs to the left atrium, to the right ventricle, then back to the body. So the blood that is received from the lungs is oxygenated blood. Thus in the left side, oxygenated blood is received by this side of the heart. The vessel that carries the blood from the lungs to the heart in the left atrium is called the pulmonary vein. Then the blood will go to the left ventricle. Now it will be pushed out of the heart, and there's another vessel. This vessel is the aorta. Our next question is this. In order that the flow of blood will be flowing in one direction, are there valves present in the left side of the heart? And the answer is yes. One is found in between the atrium, the left atrium, and the left ventricle. It is called the bicuspid valve or the mitral valve. Then the blood will go out of the heart to all parts of the body. So there's also the semilunar valves. The next thing that we need to consider is the flow of blood from the heart to the lungs and from the heart to the rest of the body. As the heart is the pump, it needs to apply force in order to move the blood. In its right side, the right ventricle has walls that are considered thick, but the distance between the heart to the lungs is less. So the force that is needed to push the blood from the heart to the lung is less. Compare it to the left side, the blood is needed to be pushed or to be pumped from the heart to the rest of the body. So the left ventricle have thicker wall contained to the right ventricle. Thus the blood is pushed throughout the body. So greater force is needed on the left side. To summarize the differences between the right side and the left side of the heart, the right side blood comes from the body. So the right side receives the oxygenated blood. So it needs to be pumped to the lungs. And the right ventricle must have a thick wall, and less pressure is needed. So this blood will go to the lungs to be oxygenated. Now it's in the lungs, it goes back to the heart. We will now learn about the left side. So the blood from the left side is coming from the lungs. So thus, it receives oxygenated blood. As the left side of the heart would pump the blood to all parts of the body, the left ventricle must be thicker compared to the right side, so to produce high pressure and more force in order to deliver this blood to all parts. This is the difference between the right side and the left side of the heart. This wraps up our differences between the right side and the left side of the heart under transport system. Biology Quick Revision Series. This is Teacher Jeffrey saying, a goal without a plan is just a wish.